Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Ashley and I am doing a tag video today. So I was watching Tina the Fancy Face. I've been watching her forever, way before YouTube, and she did a tag video called The Part-Time YouTuber. And I was like, oh yeah, that's me. That's definitely me. I am definitely part-time YouTuber. I might be like a quarter-time part-time YouTuber, you know, if that's a such thing, but you know what I mean. So this tag was actually created by Monica AP. She goes by like Matte Beauty on YouTube, and I've never heard of her or seen her stuff, but I'm going to check her out because I'm like, hey, you know, it's so nice to watch other creators and see what they're doing and support one another. So I was like, you know what, this is a tag I can definitely get behind, and you know, I am definitely a part-time YouTuber. So let's go ahead. This tag is actually not very long. I want to say it's about 6 or 7 questions. Okay, it's 8 questions actually. So let's go ahead and jump in and get started. So question number 1, what is your main gig? Do you work full-time? Are you a student, a parent? Spill the beans. So most of you guys already know, you know, or if you're new to my channel, maybe you don't know, my name is Ashley, and you see Dr. Ash in her makeup. So I'm a pharmacist, therefore I have a doctorate of pharmacy degree, so that's where the doctor comes from, and then I love makeup, so I definitely have a full-time job. I work 40 hours a week, sometimes a little bit more because things need to get done around the pharmacy, and I work for a chain retailer. I have been a pharmacist. It will be 11 years in May, but I've been working for the company and it'll be 18 years in December. So I have a little bit of skin in the game. I really like what I do, but my job is really demanding. It's rewarding and demanding and tough at the same time. It can definitely leave me a little drained and a little less fulfilled. So I have to find other things that kind of, you know, fulfill me and feed my spirit. So, you know, I'm not just like, oh gosh, let me just crawl in a bottle of wine every day when I get home. That sounds terrible, but you know, working with the public can be a little tough. People can kind of beat you down, but those moments where you truly make a difference and you help people are very gratifying, and that's what I like to do. I like to help people, and I'm a personal person. I like to chat, and I like to foster relationships. So, like I said, I work full-time. I do not have any kids, but I have like, you know, I have a goddaughter, and then I have like my little baby cousins, and they're like, Titi Ash, and you know, I'm all wrapped up in them. So it keeps it fun. So I have my children that are not my children, but that is my full-time job. So question number 2 is, what made you want to start YouTube? So I have always loved makeup, and I talked about this actually in a Get Ready With Me that I did not so long ago, so I'm trying to remember and link that video up here. But so I've always loved makeup. I've always been into makeup. My mother was into makeup. You know, I would look back at the pictures and everybody would always be like, you know, your mom used to have her eyeshadow matching her outfit. You know, she's wearing purple. She got her purple eyeshadow on and everything. And it's like, I have some pictures. I wish I could find a baby picture. Like one time, my mother used to keep her makeup in the bathroom. She had this big chest and it was full of makeup, and I was just in there. I was just playing. And you know, when you're a little kid, like your parents check on you, make sure you're okay. Like you've been in the bathroom all the time, you're okay. And I'm like, yep, I'm fine. My dad kept knocking on the door. I was like, I'm fine. I'm over here just do, and you know, I had a white undershirt on, so like makeup is down here. And he knocks on the door again. I'm like, I'm fine. So finally he just comes in, and I think I was like 4 or 5, and I got makeup everywhere, down my t-shirt. So makeup for me is always something I've been very interested in. The first real makeup I was exposed to was MAC Cosmetics. My friend Lila, we were in high school, and I did like a job, like a week enrichment camp or something, and you had to make a PowerPoint presentation on a business plan, and you know, I tweaked it after becoming a finalist, and so I actually won, and so I won like $100, and my friend Lila was like, look at this MAC lipstick, and I was like, ooh, okay, that's cute, because I've always been into like the Bonnie Bell. Remember Bonnie Bell and lip smackers? Oh my God, like love them. Would go to the icing and go ham. Buy lipsticks and the little crayon eyeshadows. So actually that was my first exposure at makeup. How can I forget? So I've always been true to this, like how the way I buy lipsticks and makeup. Yeah, because I had birthday money one year, and I just like, I was going to say like in 8th grade, and I went to the icy and I bought so much, like lip colors, the crayons, those are super popular. They're like eyeshadow crayons. It was back in like, I want to say the early 90s, mid 90s. Man, so that was it. So then in high school, MAC started getting popular. And my friend Lila, like I said, I had the $100 from winning the enrichment camp, and I went and bought a MAC lipstick. And then I was introduced into the lip glasses. So, oh, that was the thing. Like, Ooh Baby. Oh my gosh. Ooh Baby and Explicit were the jam. And you wore them with chestnut lip liner. And it was a thing. And they had this other gold shade that I would wear all the time also. I wish they would bring that back because it was so bomb. But that's how I got exposed to makeup. So I kind of took a break from makeup. Like, I always had my MAC stuff, and I had my MAC pigments. Those were a thing. Like, let me tell you, the MAC pigments live forever. Like, literally have had the MAC pigments, and they have fallen across the dresser. My friend is like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I dropped Josh. I'm like, girl, that's fine. We scoop it back up in. Still got plenty, or whatever's lost is lost, and still got plenty in those big, huge MAC pigment jars. So, I just started watching YouTube. I don't know, like I think it was around the time when Urban Decay came out with one of the Vice palettes, and I just kind of stumbled on a couple of videos, and I was like, oh, okay. And I wanted to know how to really fill in my brows, so I think that was a thing. I started watching YouTube, and then I just started discovering all these creators out here, and I was like, oh, this is a thing. So me watching YouTube really just spun me into wanting to do a YouTube channel, because I always had this love of makeup. I would agree with what the ladies were saying, or people I was watching were doing. I was creating some of the looks. I was digging some of the palettes. I really just started buying makeup again. And I was just like, you know what? I can do this. I have things I would say. I feel like it's a space for me on YouTube. And I want to talk about my passion for makeup and put my own little spin on it, you know? So that's how I started YouTube. Now, I was super scared. It took me forever to start. I mean, I kept saying I wanted to do a YouTube channel, and it took me at least like 4 years to really just get the courage to put myself out here to make a channel. So right now I've been on YouTube for about a year, and not even really a good year and a half, maybe almost a year and a half. So it'll be 2 years in September, beginning of October. But it's been so rewarding, and my channel is growing, and you know, I get my faithful followers that are commenting. I love interacting with them. So that's what led me to YouTube. It's just like my love of makeup and me watching YouTube, and just me feel like I can definitely do this. I can do this, but I needed to get over that fear. And me getting over that fear has brought a lot of positivity to my life. Question number 3. What is your channel about? Do you stick to one niche, or do you cover a few? So my channel is beauty. I am beauty. I am doing a lot of reviews. I don't do a whole lot of chit chat videos. I would like to. I'm kind of starting to do more like more get ready with me. But my channel is really more about beauty and reviews, and kind of mid-range to higher end beauty, because I do a lot of Pat McGrath, because I definitely love her. I want to say I like inexpensive makeup, but I just don't like bad inexpensive makeup. So, you know, ColourPop, I love ColourPop. It's very inexpensive. I haven't bought it in a while because none of it's like, I'm like, I don't want any of this right now. I really don't. But I like a lot of different types of makeup brands. I like a lot of conventional makeup. I like a lot of indie brands. Sometimes the indie brands, it could just be harder to get your hands on, because, I mean, the quantities are very limited and it sells out so quick. But when I get my chance to get my hands on some indie stuff, I'm like, ooh, this is super exciting. So right now, chit chat, reviews, demos. I definitely like to do a lot of 1 palette, 3 looks. That way you can definitely see how a palette functions, and you can see all the colors. Because I don't want to be like, oh, this is a review. No, this is a first impression. You know what I mean? Like, I've only used the palette once in front of you guys, so I can't be like, oh, this is a review. But that's basically what my channel's about. Maybe one day it'll be about fashion. I really do like fashion. I have a lot of clothes. I have a lot of accessories, a lot of shoes. Maybe one day it'll be about that when I get a little better setup. I don't think right now it's going to be, but mostly right now about the beauty, and I like it because the makeup really excites me. When stuff comes out that I'm looking forward to, I'm like, and it's only, luckily I have a couple people that I can talk to about makeup. They might not buy all the new products that I might buy, but they're looking at it. They're like, ooh. And these are not necessarily people on YouTube, because I do have a few people on YouTube that I can talk to about it, but like I do have a couple people at least in my life. Like I have a cousin who's a makeup artist, and then I have, you know, I have another cousin. She's fabulous. Like, you need to follow her Instagram. Her name is Regé Chanel, and she does a lot of artistic makeup. Like, she needs to be on somebody's movie set. Like, she is bomb. So luckily I have that in my life. But like I said, right now the channel is mostly about beauty, because I get to come on here and talk about all the new releases, and everybody's like, oh yes, I was thinking about getting this. No, we're not thinking about getting that. So it makes it fun. Question number 4. Did you always know YouTube would be a side gig, or did you ever want to be a full-time YouTuber? So for me, clearly YouTube was definitely a side gig, because I started it after having a full-time job. But I feel like I am a little bit too old to be like in the range where I could have made YouTube a full-time career, because it was like, I feel like YouTube really took off around 2009, 2010, 11, 12, 13. Like, I went to college in 02. I graduated from pharmacy school in 09. So that would have been like a big gap of time. Like, what am I doing with my life in there? So of course I had a plan. Like, YouTube didn't even come out until I was in college. Like, I was good and well in pharmacy school when YouTube, I remember it coming out, I would say like around 07. When was YouTube founded? 07? Okay, so I just looked it up. So YouTube was founded in 2005. So I would have definitely missed the wave. I'm like, what am I going to be doing? People were making money like how they make money off of YouTube. So YouTube was going to be a part-time gig for me. Now, the second part of the question, do I ever feel like YouTube would be full-time? I don't think so. Like, the way my anxiety is set up, and I talked to like my sister-in-law about this, I'm like, I don't think I could ever be full-time, because the way my anxiety is set up about money, I'm a Taurus. So like, we like to have money, we like to save money, but we like to spend money at the same time. It's a weird thing, you know. It's like, but at least you know we'll never go broke, because you're like, wait, I gotta have money in the bank. I gotta save money. Like, this ain't gonna work. We gotta be comfortable. We always have to be comfortable around finances. And where we're not comfortable around finances, it's a scary thing for us. But I was talking about, I was like, I feel like I would never want my YouTube to be full-time, because I don't want to depend on YouTube for income. Not to mention, I'm just interested in other things. And I feel like for me, like, this is a really good hobby. Now, do I like to make money with YouTube? Yes. Like, if you guys notice, I've recently become monetized, and I'm like, I've made a cool about $30, and I'm like, hey, I'm making money. I could buy like 2 ColourPop palettes if I wanted to. But, you know, I can't redraw anything yet, because I don't think you have to make $100. But the point is, you know, if I can make money off of it, yes, I would like to, because in this day and age, you need multiple streams of income. So, I mean, it's not a bad thing, but I don't want my content to just be like, oh, I'm creating this because I got my bills to pay. And there's nothing wrong for people who do that, but that's just not me. And I have other investments. I've had my hand in real estate. Like, I've had you know, I've had an apartment building with my brother. It's now his, and I'm looking into getting another apartment building and renting my condo out. So I'm like, I do other things in my life to like kind of make money. Now, could I like scale back from working my real job and like them other things come through in the YouTube? Yes. Okay. But I don't think that YouTube could ever just be like my full-time job. I just don't see it. I really enjoy just having it as a hobby, but I do wish that I had more time for it. That is one thing. Like, I do just wish I have more time to commit to YouTube. So question number 5 is, what is your schedule like? When do you film? When do you edit? So, like I said before, I just did a chit chat, get ready with me. So like I was saying, when I started YouTube, I was off of work. I was on disability. I was hurt pretty badly at my job. And I was like, well, It's now or never. I have time. So homegirl, get over the fear. So I probably started the YouTube channel on the tail end. I was off of work for a year, so I started it on the tail end of being off. And at that point, I was uploading every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which I think was very good because a lot of things that I do see about people talking about YouTube and having a successful YouTube channel is that you have to be consistent. And I do feel like that is something that is true. You need to be consistent because if I have a video in January and the next video is not till like 3 weeks later, or in February, like when you're starting off, that's not just a good look. People are going to forget about you. But I started off every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I was like, this is good. But like I said, I was off of work. So when I started back to work, even though it was part-time because I was limited ability, but I was still working like 30 hours a week. So that's still pretty much full-time for some people, you know. I was like, ooh, I was doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I was keeping up with it, but I was just like, ooh, this is not as easy. So I just said to myself that I'm going to try to upload twice a week. And that's what I've done. So I don't have a true schedule. I suggest you hit the notification bell because sometimes I want to film during the week and sometimes I can't. So you can probably tell by this week, I was like, oh, I can film this video because I don't have anything filmed. And this week I've been so tired. I was like, I'm gonna film on Tuesday and I'm gonna do this and this and this. And a lot of times, sometimes I can film during the week and that's fine. And sometimes I can't because I'm tired and I'm human and I talk to people all day long at work and I like to come and talking to you guys. It's like, and not because you guys are boring, I don't like doing it, but it's just because I've been talking all day long and I'm tired. So me talking more is like, it's not going to work. So a lot of times I will film during the week if I can. I film as much as I can. I try to just a lot. Okay, on this particular night, because I know my schedule in advance, it rotates between 2 weeks and I work every other weekend. So if it's my weekend off on Sunday, I might film like 2 or 3 videos. It depends on what I have to do in my personal life too, because I have a lot of things going on there. Or sometimes during the week, I'll try to, you know, just, okay, this night I'm going to film. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Editing usually for me is okay. I like to film maybe like 1 or 2 videos because that way if I'm tired, I have another video pre-filmed and all I have to do is edit it. It can take me like at least an hour, hour and a half to edit the videos, especially like the 1 palette 3 looks. Oh my goodness, it could take like 2 hours for me to edit that sometimes. But sometimes I get a little distracted while I'm editing. I could be like watching Law and Order SVU or MSNBC because I'm multifaceted. I really like MSNBC. I watch it a lot. Fun fact about me, I watch MSNBC a lot. People probably wouldn't realize that, but I watch politics on MSNBC a lot, okay? So I like know all the anchors. A lot. And then I watch all my other TV shows. So it just, in my downtime, I edit. And I kind of plan somewhat of a schedule for me, but not a lot. So I just try to upload twice a week. So, you know, it might be like Monday, Friday, but this week it's really probably be like once a week. But I do have some videos that I plan on filming because I know like there's some new releases that are coming out that I'm excited about. So I'm going to purchase them and I'm going to have content about that. And there's also some videos that I really wanted to film this week that I've been wanting to do for a while, but I was just too tired to do it. So that is my schedule and that's when I edit and that's when I film and all that good stuff. But like I said, I really just try to do at least, especially on the weekend, if I'm filming, I really just try to do like 3 videos sometimes and knock it out because it's like a perfect opportunity. And like I said, if I'm tired, wrapped up, busy, I have something ready to go. So question number 6 is, how do I keep my YouTube channel organized? And how do I plan my videos? And do I just film what I feel like? So I have this little notebook right here and I write down my thoughts. I write down like things about the makeup I'm presenting, things I want to say. This is how I keep my channel organized. And this is how, like, if I have an idea about a video, I put it in here. I put a little schedule in here or just next videos that I need to film. So things like that go in here. And like I said, basically off of the last question is I film like when I can. And if I know that like a new release is coming out, I'm like, okay, let's say like what just came out, like Natasha Denona Love palette came out. So, you know, I'll plan some of my time around that. So it's a little bit hard for me because I don't get a lot of PR like other people, you know. So I can't be like, oh, I have the palette first. So if I get the palette right when it comes out, I'm kind of like at the mercy of either it being in Sephora right then and there, or if it's something that's only online, like what's the shipping time like? You know, and when is it going to arrive to me? So if it arrives to me like on a funny station, then I'm like, ooh, okay, maybe I can't film with it to the next day or 2 days later. Or I think the day that the Natasha Denona palette arrived, it actually arrived a little bit sooner and I was off that day, so I was able to film. So it just depends, and a lot of times I'm at mercy of UPS and USPS, which is not the greatest feeling with new releases at least. But like I said, I just try to plan somewhat of a schedule, or know like, okay, like I need to upload twice a week. Okay, so do I have a video ready to go for any point in the week? No. Okay, so some point I need to work it in and just film something I like. Or sometimes like it's new releases, I try to just buy stuff for my channel that I actually like. I have bought things sometimes where I'm like, oh, this would be good for my channel and I need some content. That's not the way to go. Like, it's so not the way to go. Don't buy things for your channel because you feel like you need content. You know, you won't ever use it. Like, so I have a couple things sitting around like I won't ever use. So I buy things that I enjoy, and trust me, it's enough out there that you're going to enjoy if you love makeup. So that's the way I work my schedule. Question number 7 is, how do you feel about sponsored videos on YouTube? Have you or would you ever do one on your channel? I don't feel that bad about sponsored videos. I know people are always like, oh my God, everything's sponsored. I mean, I think it's a lot when some creators have every video sponsored. I'm like, does everything have to be sponsored? But I don't mind them, and I would do one on my channel as long as the terms are correct, as long as I don't have to like lie and be like, oh, this is the best product right here. Like, you see these eyeglasses, they're going to make me see into the future, and you can predict your love life and everything. If I'm going to say that about these eyeglasses, nah. More like, these eyeglasses right here, they're cute on me and I like them because I can see like I'm supposed to, and they block blue light because that's what they do. So, you know, if I have to sit here and lie about a product, because, you know, like at the end of the day, like this is a hobby for me. Like, I'm not going to run my channel. I run my channel on integrity. Like, I'm entitled to change my mind about a product after presenting it to you all. But, you know, I'm not going to sit here and just be like, oh yeah, for a quick dollar. That's not cool. But other than that, do I mind sponsored videos? No, I don't. Question number 8, so this is the last question, is what do you think is the biggest challenge of being a part-time YouTuber? Okay, so like I said before, like the biggest challenge for me is wishing I had more time to my channel, more time to dedicate, more time to edit, more time to like get visuals better, more time to interact with creators, more time to like interact on socials, because sometimes I don't. So sometimes like I just got a community tab on YouTube, so like that's fabulous, but you know, I might miss the mark on posting something a little bit faster because I'm at work and I can't be on my phone like that at work, you know, because I just don't have that luxury. Like some people can, you know, be on their phone pretty much at work and it's okay. But for me, it's just having the time to dedicate it. Like I really have to etch out time for my channel. Which is fine, but sometimes it can be a little frustrating because it's like when you're tired, you're like, dang, like I really want to create something, but I don't have the time. I'm emotionally tapped. They worked me hard at my other job, at my real job. So, you know, that can be just the most difficult part for me, you know, really about being a part-time YouTuber. Other than that, I would say that's really it. It's just really the time, putting in the time, putting in the work, just making that all balance with everything, because it'd be hard to balance like your personal life, your social life, your work life, your health life, you know, like working out, but you're doing YouTube, you know, there's only so many hours in the day, you know. So, but I hope you guys found this tag fun, and I hope you guys learned a couple things about me, and it was fun sharing my thoughts about being a part-time YouTuber. I quite enjoy it. It's quite lovely, except for, like I said, I just don't always have the time I want to dedicate to it, you know, because there's times where I'm like, I really want to go hard on my channel, but I can't. So go ahead and check out Monica AP's video, and go ahead and check out the Fancy Faces video. And let's see, I'm going to tag Karen Harris Makeup, and I'm also going to tag Aging Gorgeously, because I definitely know that they are part-time YouTubers as well. And go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because you know I would love to have you here, and hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with another video, which will be very soon. And give this video a big thumbs up. And you already know what time it is. It's chair days. Ooh, ooh, chair days. Hey, hey, chair days. Ooh, ooh, chair days. Ooh, ooh. All right, y'all. Bye.